Hello, my sweet dear magical friends. Welcome, willkommen to your reading with me, Natalee, spelled Natalee. If someone has sent you this video, they believe there's something valuable for you to gain through one or a few of the messages contained herein. If this is your first time viewing a tarot reading, this is how it works. Everyone is psychic. You are psychic. People like me are very psychic. The more you watch me, the stronger our connection becomes, and this isn't just true for me, it's true for other people as well. And the more likely I am to pick up your details and messages. All you need to do is observe your own body, thoughts, and emotions for any reactions, subtle or strong. This means you are resonating with the message and can benefit from its guidance. If you'd like to know when I upload or live stream new messages here on the YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and toggle the notification bell. To connect on social media, you can also follow me over on the TikTok. Same handle, WatchNatalee. Please block and report any other accounts. Lastly, always remember that time spirals, all of my messages are timeless, and that you can learn more about me, my psychic work, how to book your Zoom session with me, or how to develop your own psychic ability down below in the description box. Without further ado, let's open up your message. God. Thank you. Okay, so in your pre-meditation, I just honestly, this one song, and I know you guys know what song this is. Wait, how's it go? Hello, my darling. Throw me a kiss by wire. Honey, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey, you'll lose me, and you'll be left alone. No, baby, come on. And it's the alien. It's the song that alien sings when he like bursts out of the chest of that dude, and then he just like gets a hat and like a little stick and just starts to like do a little dance. It's that song. Okay, give me a second. I just want to put Ichabod back. I'm just like I'm not, you know, too OCD, but I just like things to be how they're supposed to be. Okay, your message, interesting, it just works. This one came through June the 11th, and it's got some interesting little details here. I mean, you can't really see that, but it is that blurriness that's kind of, I don't know what that's from. Maybe ink. It's the only thing, being a writer, you just get like, I don't know, ink, it just gets places. Anyway, so this one came through June the 11th, 2022. It just works. So, it's like little baby's bottom tapping of the tarot. I've been very sort of like gentle with my cards lately. Let's see what this message is. So we've got that song, the alien dancing song, and we've got it just works. So I mean, it's gonna be easy peasy. Something just works. What's going on? What message am I here to deliver to those watching? What do they need to know? I'm just gonna take, no, I'll take all three. The top card is the death card, and then on the beneath it, there's two facing down, but I'm going to take them all. So it's the death card and it's the king. Oh, there's two more. King of Swords and the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So let me get this together for you. So we end up with something like this. Death, the King of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. I'm getting a parking lot, someone's trying to get in their car and drive away, and someone's keeping them up. This might be like after work or something kind of frustrating. It's hot, sunny, someone doesn't have their sunglasses on or with them. It's for someone. Let's see. This great change you know is best. It's the best. For you, for the other person, for everyone in the situation, it's a big change. You know it's for the best. Someone knows that it's for the best. Whoever can be very strategic. This is someone that even if they have personal feelings about something, they don't let it affect their decision making. They can see very clearly what works, what doesn't, what's the best option, what's second best option. And they can see this with a very startling clarity. This might even be someone that's not even involved in the situation. This could be a lawyer, a professional, a third party, like auditor type person that is, you know, analyzing, sizing everything up, and they approve. This is something that works. And it's interesting. This is like a very difficult person to, I don't even want to say win over. It's not like a winning over of this person. This is some kind of, you've met some kind of bar, or there's something that is, here, let me explain it. Let me put it this way. So this person is usually very withheld, and they are usually not open. And I'm going to say this, even if it's you, this person is usually not open-minded. They're really not. But this is a self-evident truth. This is unavoidable. This is beyond, you know, personal opinion. This is something inarguable that you really can't, you know, even for someone like this, it's very, you know, I know what I know already, or, you know, so this is kind of a big growth moment for this King of Swords. It does not have to be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. It can be, it does not have to be. It doesn't have to be. It's a growth moment for them because they get to release something that maybe, ooh, okay, so you know how in Inception, this is how I am communicated with, because she knows that I get it immediately when she gives me movies. So you know when Cobb is explaining to Ariadne how there was a truth that Mal once knew, and she hid that truth from herself deep inside. That's kind of like what this is. So, but mentally there was something that, it could have been a personal ethic, a moral law, you know, that ingrained, that served maybe as your stability, or this person's stability, especially mental stability, and how they're framing up the world and life and their life and all that jazz. Let's just keep happening to this side. And it's like they're outgrowing that, or they have outgrown that, and there's no longer any kind of, pardon me here, there's no longer any kind of, that looks weird, sorry. So now there's no longer any kind of room for that to evolve, or room for that to change. It's just, you know, it's just like, okay, this is my truth, and that's my ground to stand on. But you're outgrowing it, and it's no longer true for you anymore. And you know that you're outgrowing it. You know that it's no longer true for you anymore because it's not working for you anymore. It's not making you feel grounded. It's not making you feel like you've got a good handle on whatever this is, a situation or life or what have you. So, you know, this Death card, it's like, you know, it's not about me. It's about the message. Okay, let's keep going. You know what I'm saying about this person, though, that this is a growth moment for them too, because they actually have an opportunity to mentally form a new turf. So they're moving on from a way of thinking, or from thinking something that used to be very grounding and stabilizing, but it's not working anymore. So now they are going to be moving into greater mental peace, but they're growing into it with this Death card. We're going to open that up, but let's see what else is. That was so funny. That's never happened on this channel with these are not even my long nails. These are not even the Howard Hughes nails. It's for my Nosferatu impressions. Ask me when you see me. So let's talk about it. We have the Five of Cups. Don't focus on water. It's a water under the bridge. It's water under the bridge. What message am I here to deliver? The Hermit. It's looking pretty deep. It's looking pretty, we're going pretty deep here. We'll get one. Oh, I had to, didn't I? Seven of Swords. You have the 6 and the 7 of Swords, and you have the King of Swords. This is a mental flip, okay? This is like, this happened to me recently, and it was so, I already talked to you about that. It was so exciting. Looking at a movie in a totally different way. My brain, I could almost like feel it just. So that's what's happening here, but it looks a little bit traumatic. It's not like fun like the way it was for in my example. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Devil, we've got the Ace of Swords, and we have this King of Wands. Overall, okay, so it does have this energy of like catnip, sort of irresistible, unbelievable, but that's part of like a satisfaction. The Ace of Swords. You know, it just works. Something does just work. Something fits. Something makes sense. And when the sword of truth comes out shining bright and it lands on your side, let everything else blow up. Because what's blowing up were falsities. Were, you know, self-deceptions or projection, all of the stuff, all of everything that's not the truth. Okay? There's a truth and there's everything else. It works or it doesn't work. You're turned on, you're turned off. Okay? It's like it's that clear. It is that clear. Start opening this up. I want to use the rose gold. I'm feeling my rose gold today. I used my rose gold in a reading earlier today with a querent. So funny. For a psychic tarot reading. I love it. I love when you guys, okay, so I'm not the timing psychic, but I'm an accurate psychic. This is someone who, my readings come true really fast. This is like, I don't know, like the 3rd or 4th reading, and it's like in not a very long amount of time. So when you guys book with me and when we do these readings, all of my readings are timeless, and it's like they just come true for everyone in different, everyone's in their own timeline. So like I'll get like a wave of emails from people for readings I've done that they're like coming true at that time. So it's like I'm not even, barely know what day I'm in. So let's take a look at the Death and the King of Swords and the 6 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. What is this big change? What's this big truth? What's changing forever? The 3 of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. I like it. Collaboration, partnership, union, teamwork, camaraderie. That's what it is. So this could be a different person or a new person coming in and giving you a whole new perspective on something, or having something to contribute that nobody else has to contribute. These 3 individuals, there's the artisan who's actually crafting those beautiful pentacles into the cathedral, but those 2 people, that partially shaved headed person, that's the priest or the monk. It's their cathedral. And then the one next to them, that is the financier. That's the money that's paying for the cathedral to get a new decor, to get new archways. And so we need all three of these individuals to make that, which is going to live on beyond the lifetimes of the three individuals that it took to make it happen. So there's at least, there's a couple people involved here. You even have another king here, and you have a hermit over here. So it's like two strong masculine energies, and then you have some we'll get to them. Let me finish over here. This is a whole other person. This King of Swords, though, this person, they're convinced by like what's real, what's true, what makes sense, what's irrefutable, what works. And so it's going to be coming through another person that's going to show them just that. And it kind of might be fast, or it might be very passionate. There might be a lot of libidinous energy, whether that's for creativity or anything else. But it's, blood is boiling here. Blood is, it's like heating up. I don't know why I'm getting that too, but I'm getting like hot blood, like hot. I'm getting, there is something equestrian with like riding horses, or someone's trying to get someone to come out, to not be inside. Someone's trying to get someone to come out for fresh air. And it might be with like a, they do that, the horse trails. But it feels very nostalgic. This is something you've already done before with this person, or you've already done it in your childhood, or you've already done it before. Kind of like to get your mind off of something. I don't know where this is. Yeah, I don't know where that is. You should go. Feels like a family thing. Okay, so that's somebody. Let's take a look at the Five of Cups. This is water under the bridge. Just let it go. Once you've learned the lesson, once you get it, you can let it go. You can release the whole thing. You don't have to feel bad anymore. You don't have to feel bad anymore. You don't have to, they don't have to feel bad. It's just, well, move on. What's this Five of Cups? Ooh. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm only going to take the two that flipped up, because there's a bunch over here that did not flip up. The two that flipped up are the Hermit and the Seven of Cups. Double Hermit. Let me put these guys back. Bottom of, oops, that one's upside down. Okay, so we've got double Hermit, Hermit and the Seven of Cups to clarify the Five of Cups. It makes sense. This Hermit is a misunderstood person. And there's going to be regret over misunderstanding this person. How do I put this? They're really hard to describe. This is someone, I mean, sure, they could be very spiritual, but they could also be a shut-in. They could also be super Howard Hughesy. They could, they have a very rich internal world, put it that way. Very rich internal world. Wise. Very wise. So don't judge a book by its cover. I mean, you know what we say here, we would rather understand than judge. So I would say don't judge at all. And the reason for that is because when you make a judgment, you're saying that you're done taking in new information. You are no longer accepting new intel, new information, new details. You're no longer accepting it because you've made your decision. You've made your judgment. The judgment stops that process. It stops the thinking process, and it stops the intake of information process. That's what makes it a judgment. This is what I think, and we're not going back on it. So this King of Swords, very, very smart, I can see that, very intelligent, could have prejudged, or I don't know, projected whatever onto this Hermit, and is going to feel bad about that. It's water under the bridge. You've learned the lesson. Don't judge a book by its cover. ingrain that lesson into you, you know, take that lesson, accept that lesson, and then, you know, let it go and move on, because there might even be something that was keeping you, there could be something confusing, like the Seven of Cups. Like maybe this hermit could even be sort of like a shapeshifter. Like that wouldn't surprise me either if they just look like you could believe that about this person, but you could also believe this about this person, but you could also believe that about this person, but you could also believe this about this. But you know, it's kind of this, but all of that isn't true, because this person's just super, like, I don't know if they're like super private, or I don't know. When you have your own little world, when you've been living in your own little world for so long, I guess it just makes you weird to other people. All right, let's take a look at this hermit. What do we need to know about this hermit, please? Two of Pentacles. That's weird. They're half in and half out. I want to say, okay, now she's giving me this alien bursting out of that guy's stomach. That's so weird. This person is half in something and half out of it. They're half in here and half in here. It's like they're in between two worlds, like that alien in the stomach. I'm a very creative person. I could not make this up. That's so weird. So this hermit person, very private, very, I don't know if they're quiet or they're not very like visible, or they're not, I don't know, but they're like half in and half out somehow of life or the world. What I just said, how you have your own little inner world, it's like they may spend equal, okay, this is so weird, but it's a perfect example of what I'm trying to convey with this. So I used to have this rule that I had to spend 12 hours and 30 minutes of every 24-hour period completely alone. It was like for myself, like I just felt like I had to do this, like I had to have most of every day for me, like just being with myself. There's something kind of like that, where maybe it's not like alone, but you're like half in this thing. Maybe you're in between two careers, or maybe this hermit person is in between two families, two worlds, two jobs, two careers, two, I don't know, but there's like this very in and out. Or because it's the hermit, it could even be maybe they're like a super lucid dreamer, and they okay, so I've only ever met, but this will make more sense for you too. So I only ever met one person in real life, an organic, real life, physical knowing of a person who could also lucid dream. So I asked him, and this is just like a between two lucid dreamers type of a thing, like if you know, you know. I looked at him and I said, so what do you get up to? And his response was so perfect and so true. He goes, lots of sex with celebrities. So it's like if someone, there's a movie on it with, I just remember Danny DeVito was the teacher. He would, so I'm like the Danny DeVito in real life, where Danny DeVito is a teacher and he teaches people how to lucid dream, but he's like, it's like all he does is lucid dream. Like he lives like a shitty physical life and he sleeps like on cardboard or something, but like most of his reality is in lucid dreaming, and it's not real. It's not physical 3D reality. So it's like this person could be literally spending like half their life in something like that, like lucid dreaming or something. But I mean, I don't know. There's whatever your initial, if you're the King of Swords, like whatever your initial impression of this hermit was, it wasn't right anyway. So let's keep moving here. Okay, let's take a look at the Seven of Swords. Ah! The Ace of Pentacles. This King of Swords is going to feel frustrated because the answer was there the entire time, but they couldn't see it because they were holding themselves back. But it becomes obvious, and it's something that just works. Remember, this is something that just works. So it just works, but it just, ah, gosh, it's almost like it was hiding in plain sight. Financially profitable. Financial opportunity, big money, shortcuts too. This could be some kind of shortcut. I actually want to take a look at the Devil. I've been doing this lately in my weeklies. Let's take a look for the overall. I'll clarify the overall. Remember, your overall is the Ace of Swords, the King of Wands, and this Devil energy. And beneath that, I don't know if you can see it, but even beneath that is the Ace of Pentacles. So let's take a look. Tell me about this overall, the Ace of Swords, King of Wands, the Devil. What's this Devil? What's the Ace of Swords? Why has it got to be like that? We have the Sun and another couple face down, the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords here, but there's something I just heard. Hold on. I don't know what movie this is from. Editing Natalie knew it was Tom Jane from Dreamcatcher right away, because I'm not remote viewing. But someone is saying that they're going to come save the day. Oh, all right. I mean, I don't need to know what movie it's from. Natalie wants to know, but I don't need to know for your reading. Natalie is going to really try to figure it out after we get off here. No, I forgot. But because I have to edit these videos to get these nice messages out to everybody. But when I saw this back, I knew immediately that it was Tom Jane from Dreamcatcher. Everyone should watch Dreamcatcher because it's about these 4 adult men friends who all have psychic ability. Check it out. So all you need to know is that someone does come to save the day. Catnip, damn. This is all going to move a lot faster than I'm explaining and talking about it. It's because I'm unpacking this as we're going. But this is going to, once the truth hits the air, man, there could be this, like, I'm getting like a swarming type of energy, like a swarming. Like, you got the 2 fastest knights. You got the Knight of Swords, you got the Knight of Wands. Wow. This is like one of those lessons, like one of those life lessons, like don't judge a book by its cover, because see what this is, you know, it's kind of got that vibe to it. Like someone's going to do that. Someone's going to judge someone or something. It's going to be wrong. And then it's going to be that there's a truth, and then something's just going to work, and it's going to, you know, it's got like this little, what's the guidance? The loon. I like that. You have the loon. Pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. So try to practice good sleep hygiene. I tell this to all of my people, sleep hygiene, water, hydration hygiene. But sleep hygiene is very, 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 very important. So just set yourself up to have this guidance coming in for you when you're sleeping, when you're dreaming. So try not to eat a few hours before bed. Stay hydrated, go to the bathroom before you go to sleep, get very comfortable, all of the things. I sleep in 3, 6, 9-hour intervals, or like blocks, like what's it called? For the REM cycles, I try to sleep in 3-hour increments. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have the Hawk. Pay attention, a powerful message is being communicated to you now. That could be this message, it could be a mini message within this big message. It could be just something that you're about to see soon after this reading or thereafter. So Either way, celebrate, because it just works. Even if you have to, you know, make a couple apologies, apologize for prejudging someone, you know, they're wise, so it should be fine. And I'll see you guys next message. Until then, my loves, many beautiful blessings upon all of your beautiful heads, darlings. Mwah.